first before us. We can endure hunger, but those of them, they cannot endure hunger. So what I'm doing today, I'm not doing it primarily for myself. Thank God I'm going to be alive to witness Biafra, because that's a promise that was made to me personally by Chukwu Abiyama. I will be alive. And I want everybody here to tell himself or herself that he will be alive to witness Biafra, because there is no greater honor, or there will never be any greater joy or achievement than for all of us who are genuinely fighting for this Biafra to be alive and witness it. Because the paradise that you have been promised anywhere, either in the school or in the church, it starts from Biafra. The paradise, that heaven, starts from Biafra. Anybody else, I don't know where your heaven is, but my heaven starts from Biafra. So what am I fighting to offer today is, first of all, to make sure that my children will never pass through what I've passed through today. I can assure you, anybody who lives in diaspora, let me use that as an example. Anybody who lives in diaspora, you can always tell yourself the truth. That's no place like home. There are places you don't go. You have a limited right. You have limited places you go at a particular time. So that means we're not free. So our fight is for freedom, not for money or power. In regards to what, let me use this opportunity to touchlight what this living dead, because I call Yakubu Gowon a living dead. He's breathing, but he's a dead man already. Like our leader, Mazen Carlo, said that God kept him alive to see Biafra. And today, even if he's blind, he had it already, that we are in charge of our territory. So for him to remind the world, or some gullible ones who said that our eternal leader started war, for him to remind them that he, Gowon, was the one who started this war, is just to chastise himself, because his mission was unaccomplished. That which he intended to accomplish was just to eradicate, to wipe out Biafrans completely. But here we are today, stronger than before. That is why sometimes I have no pity when his children, when his community is being sacked by the same enemies, by the same python he helped to feed. I didn't pity for them, no matter if they are Christians or not Christians, because my heart is still heavy. Everybody have one story or the other to tell, as long as you are a Nigerian, or you have been, you are once a Nigerian, or you domicile within that enclave. Everybody have a story to tell. Every one of us has paid a price forever living within that enclave called Nigeria, in the hands of the Fulanis. So Gowon was serving the interest of the Fulanis, because he killed for them. He killed for the British. He killed for the Fulanis. He didn't kill for himself, because whatever he does, everything, every bomb he dropped on the head of every Biafran child, he dropped it for the Fulanis. He dropped it for the British people. And those same people that he worked for, he served, they paid him back his own coin. He's a living corpse. When you look at that man, even if he pretended to laugh, that smile was not coming from the heart. It's just a lip service. Inside his heart, he's bleeding. But most of them cannot openly come out to say that they regretted, or they are regretting for every action they took against Biafrans. Nobody fights the children of God and go free. Watch every one of them who participated in that war. Where are they today? Britain already has been occupied, and they know it. Just like our leader, Mazen Carlo, told them, a foreign army will occupy their land. The vicious part of the Islam will rule over their children. The Wahhabists will take over their land. And today it's happening. Very soon, the Caucasians will become the minority in Britain. The Muslims will take over their land, and they will pay a heavy price. What we suffered in their hands would be a child's play compared to what their generations, what their children will suffer in the hands of these same people that they gave the power or dominion to rule over us. Britain will suffer. I'm glad today that Gowon is alive to see Biafra becoming reality. He couldn't do it. So Tinubu knows he has lost already. This new army, under the leadership of our great Prime Minister, Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoku, this new army he formed will never be defeated. At least anybody can attest to that. Those who visited in Osu, those who came to Osu, they are today crying in their homes. They are weeping today. The cry baby called Musa. He came back again crying. He will revenge. We need him to come. He can't just say he will revenge in his backyard. Let him come down to Osomohu or anywhere in Biafra land to revenge. His ancestors are busy asking him to come quick. They have a message for him. So he can't visit them if he didn't come to Biafra land. Because our duty, the duty of our men on the ground, is to help those people whom their ancestors are calling, to send them there quickly. They don't need to pay money to visit those people. We have a quick means. Our men, our great men have a quick means of sending those people there to visit their ancestors. We're not fighting for pride. We're not fighting for ego. We're not fighting for money. We're only fighting to be alive. We're fighting for the freedom of Biafrans, our freedom and that of our offspring. And nothing can stop that. Chukwu Abịama has mandated that the time has come. And nothing can change that promise. As for those who are still asking questions, is it proper that our Prime Minister will send the children of God to the land of their ancestors, to the land given to our ancestors? Those people should better change their mind on time, because he's the one that was mandated by Chukwu Abịama. Every past heroes, our leader Mazen and the Kalu, every other person that came before them, everybody has done something. Now is the time of Opetobie. And he didn't make a mistake. He didn't shy away from the truth. He said it. Am I still coming out?
Yes.
Mazi Kings, your mic is breaking, but you are coming out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Someone just interrupted my call. Maybe I have to end it here. I really thank Mazi Jaja for the great work you're doing for us. Everybody has something to offer. And remember, God blessed you not for personal aggrandizement. Today. Whichever way God has empowered you to participate in this liberation, in this freedom of Biafra, do not shy away. And don't believe that you are doing it, maybe that somebody must recognize you or shower praises on you or give you money. Know it that and failing to do it, that means you are standing against that promise of God. And everybody should remember one thing. Everybody must remember one thing. Let me close here by bringing this biblical history about a man called Jonah. When God sent him on an errand to go and preach that gospel to the people of Nineveh, Jonah refused. Do you remember what happened to him? Every one of us here, majority of us are Christians. Majority of us, 99.99% of us are Christians. Even if you are Onyo Ordinala, Onyo Menala, you have heard about this story about Jonah. He wanted to run away. On his way, something else happened. Finally, he saw himself in that Nineveh, and he started preaching that gospel. Even when God wanted to use Saul, who was later converted to Paul, to preach that gospel, God knows how to do it. So if God has mandated you inside your mind, you know it. If you have that golden voice, bring it out. If you have that sweet voice to convince somebody, bring it out. In whichever way that you can help this gospel being preached, in whichever way you can help to deliver this message, in whichever way you can just make sure that the children of God goes to their destination on time, because there is one thing that is at stake. No matter how it happens in this life, we must go home. Biafra must be free. So, but then, any way which God has helped you financially, otherwise, any place, still Chukwu abịama, nyekwa aka. Chukwu gozie unu niile, gozie ezinụlọ unu n'ofu n'ofu. Nke onye na-eme dị mma, ya jisi ike. Thank you so much, Jaja, and thank you everybody in this platform. Thank you so much, brother. Here is Mike.
Thank you so much, King Onwuka. Ema na mpaka na afụkwanụ oge na-agba ọnya. Ọya maro na. Biafrans afụgo ọnya na-agba. Biafrans have seen the trap that is set against them. And we are not going
Are you there?
Yes, can you not hear me?
I cannot hear anybody again.
Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, so I can hear you. From my end,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yes,
We can hear you.
we hear you.
We can hear
It's
you.
like King Onwuka.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
King Onwuka, can you hear me now? Okay, definitely he's not hearing me. I want to say that if you set a trap before any animal, that animal will not enter inside that trap, unless if those ones they call idiot, that this animal they call idiot. Maybe that will be the animal that will enter a trap that you've already seen. So Biafrans have seen the trap that is set for them. So that our proverb that said na bakalaya mozo, manozo ya na kamo bru wound. We have had this wound 1970, and we are not going to have it again. This time we have seen the trap set by us, and we're going to jump it. And not only jumping it, we are going to drag those that set the trap to fall, to enter the trap they have set for us. I want to use this medium to welcome my sister Stella. You're welcome, my dear. I know you are not cooking now. You need to rest small. I want to also welcome Marpeace, you're welcome. Rooney, my brother, you're welcome. And our own sister, Obi Chicago, you're welcome. And Ugochukwu, you're welcome. So, Stella, I believe if you rest today, you'll be able to cook food that people can eat. Thank you so much, my brother King Onwuka, for that wonderful submission. No, so can you unmute yourself? And we are going to do this submission like for 4 minutes so that the mic will go around on time so that people will not stay for a very long time and get tired. For 4 minutes, and we'll return back to each person that has spoken before. Thank you. You have the mic now, sir.
Thank you very much, Mazi Jaja, for giving me this opportunity. You see, my brother, you were saying something before. My brother, I think it was Mazi Kings. I was saying something about these Caucasians and how these Islamic people are going to take over their land. You see, it has been set right from the beginning, because since these people, they think that they are wise, you know, accepting these people in different ways, giving them access to their government, giving them access to their land and everything, thinking that they are wise. At the end of the day, whatever they sow is what they are going to reap. So I'm not going to deliberate much on that. I'll rather talk about what we have here and important issues we have at hand. So it is also very, very pathetic to see that the leader of Hamas today is surfacing in Nigeria, and yet we are still here shouting on top of our voice, telling our people the reason why they should vote for Biafra and why they should vote for this self-referendum that is coming up. So I'm also calling the attention of those of us, especially those of us here in diaspora, that have had this opportunity and have never participated, or maybe 1 or 2 ways you are still waiting, or I don't know what is keeping you. You are yet to support what we are doing. I'm telling you, you are not doing yourself any good. Okay, so this is the time for us to step up and double our efforts. If you have not been supporting, this is time for you to support. Make sure you participate in the self-referendum. that is going. Don't wait for the second batch, or don't even wait for the third batch, because everything you do, whatever you sow is what you're going to reap. So what we are offering, what are we offering? Like, especially most of us here, we are offering our time, we offer our voice, we offer everything, and we are sacrificing everything, and we'll keep sacrificing until the goal is achieved. We have no any other goal but Biafra. Our freedom is more important than any other thing. So I'll yield my mic for now, and I'll allow other people to continue from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nassau. Thank you. We are not here in Nigeria that what is happening to them is jihad. We are here to do the needful, just to make sure that nobody will have the excuse, oh, I'm ignorant of everything that is happening. Nobody in Nigeria today will tell you, I'm ignorant of what was going on or what is happening. Everyone is aware of what is happening, and what is happening is jihad.
Maazi Jaja, I'm sorry to interrupt again. Are you talking about, don't tell me, we just said in Biafra land, don't say Nigeria, just say in Biafra, because are you not there on that space yesterday where those two agents, those two criminals, those two Fulanis that are actually Chukudi, because there's no Ogenekewe in Biafra land anymore. Anytime they are coming out, they come up with Chukudi, start speaking nonsense. What did they say? They were telling you that they wasn't aware that the Hamas leader, those so-called meaningful Nigerians, that Hamas leader that appeared on your national, so-called national TV, that you was not aware. You was not aware, not until you heard from us. You see these people, you see them. Hello, Mazi Jaja, are you there? Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, sorry, I even went and mute myself. Sorry. Those
It's
people
okay.
are not topic.
Okay.
Those guys are not topic. There's something I put on, that's this capture I put on my YouTube channel. I said there, the worst thing you can do is going to advise a foolish person, an idiot. That is the worst job you ever choose to do, going to advise an idiot. It's better if you don't have any other thing to do, start fetching water from your home, go and pour it on the River Niger. It will be, even as much as people will see you as a useless, as a foolish person, or that you are now suffering from a mental, that your mental state is no more in order. But it will be better for you. At least it will be a form of exercise. Your body will benefit from that particular exercise. But you see, going to a fool, that you know this person is a confirmed fool, there's no evidence, amount of evidence you will bring to that person that will convince him to believe with you. The line of argument, or what is the bone of contention, is not the actual matter. Like now in Nigeria, you're talking about terrorists and all that. A foolish person don't want to base his argument on what is existing on that beacon of everything that you guys are discussing. No, what his argument is based on is that I will never agree with you. It doesn't matter how much evidence you bring, I will never agree with you. So such person is not a person you waste your time going to argue with. That's why last night when he said, thank God our Minister of Information is coming, I already sent my message. I don't need to come and start answering what if you're a Biafran and you don't believe that Biafra is coming, does not change anything. You are a minor. You are a minus to what we are doing. And we don't expect everybody to believe. Because if everybody believe, the fight we are fighting will not give value now. If everybody just believe in Moses when he told them, Elohim have sent me, there will be no story to tell in the scripture. But those challenges because of their unbelief that God have to prove to Pharaoh, God have to do this, is because of unbelief of people. So unbelief work wonders to the people of God. So their unbelief will facilitate the hand of God to give us what we are looking for. But if everybody believe, God will say, this one, everybody just accept this Biafra. Let me think twice about it. So the unbelievers must be there. for what we are doing to be progressive. So that's why I don't waste my time going to shout at the top of my voice, oh, this person don't want to receive Biafra. This person is still talking about Nigeria at this particular moment. Didn't you see what is happening? The person sees it, but he just don't want to believe you. He just don't want to make it look like, yes, this person has been saying the truth from the day one. They didn't just want to confirm it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said everything that is happening now, and it is happening. They don't just want to give him that accolade. They didn't just want to recognize that, because once they recognize it, they will see themselves, that their foolishness will be staring at them. And for that, their foolishness not to be staring at them, in as much as is there, they still want to use a big coat to cover it, for you to see them as intellectuals and professors. We are not here to banter words with such nincompoops. So that is it, my brother. I salute you for your submission. May Elohim continue to bless each and every one of you. And Kama, my brother, can you come to the mic? 4 minutes. Kama Israel, are you there?
Thank you. Yes, I am here. I am here. I am here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead. Can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jaja. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all our ministers. Thank you, everybody in the house. Jaja, I thank you for bringing up that message, just what you just said last, because that is where I actually wanted to start. And I think it will do us a lot of benefit if we stop arguing with idiots and foolish people. When we go to other spaces, I think the idea is for us to pass our message. I don't think the idea is for us to go and start arguing with the people that have already made up their mind that you're not going to win them in this argument. Just like Jaja said, the most important thing is passing the message that we have, the message of referendum, the message of Hamas, just making sure that at least, even if it's one person that is not a Biafran, or even if a Biafran, pick up the message, and then the person can go and tell other people. That is the whole idea, going into other spaces. Not necessarily that we need them, we need ourselves, because we can control the space by ourselves, so let's minimize that argument, because it doesn't all go well with so many of us, when we go to a different space, and people are arguing or raising their voice. Let's minimize it, so that it will help us with what we're doing at the moment. Going to the topic, what do you fight to offer? Then, of course, self-referendum on Top Gear. This, our self-referendum, is something that we cannot play with. Like I said, it's not the final thing, but it's one of those things that we need in order to fulfill all these things that we need to fulfill, then before the declaration of the Biafra. If we decide not to do referendum, it doesn't matter. We can continue with the fight. But we want to get all these things in place, have them, all of them. If there is any other thing that is even more than a self-referendum, we will still do it, so that we hold all this international community, all of them, all of them, we will have every reason not to even allow them to enter our space, when that time comes. That is the reason for this referendum. So do as much you can to help other people to put their name out there. Is our referendum. And again, we are setting a template that even the Africa will use in the future. This referendum, a lot of people still don't understand what is going on. How can you guys do this? I'm telling you, you know, I gave a testimony the other day. There is a friend of mine. He's a friend, he's an in-law. He doesn't want to hear anything about PM. He doesn't want to hear anything about this freedom of a thing, because he has a business in Nigeria. He's doing well. So all he wants is that to his business to continue booming. But when I talk about this referendum of a thing, he paid attention. Even with the argument, I said, okay. The wife said, I'm gonna vote. Then I decided not to send the link to the wife directly. I sent it to him. This guy voted first. He voted and sent me the message that he has voted before even forwarding it to wife. You know, but that is to show you they all know what is right. It's just that they just want to argue because they want to protect their personal interest, their foolish interest. You know, so let's get the message across. It doesn't matter who don't want to hear what you say, but just vote. That's it. No argument. You can go and vote no problem. We will accept it is acceptable. You know. So that's all about this referendum. Let's do the work. Then what are we fighting for? We are fighting for good governance. When you hear good governance, some people think is something that is undoable. No, it's real. I live in a civilized country. I live in a place where law is everything, whether it's written law or unwritten law, whether it's mutual law, you know, all of them works. You know, you're supposed to know what is right and do it. They don't have to write it, you know. So these are the things and this is our life. This is a Biafran life. I remember in that old days, you know, you can drop something somewhere and you come back, it's still there. You know, everybody is about Ejrin Golfo. This is our life. You know, we don't want to hurt anybody. This is our life. So these are the things we are revising, we are reviving, and we are bringing all of them in a modern way, a system that will work for everybody and be able to checkmate all this rubbish that they are doing, you know, today. And they call it democracy. There is nothing like democracy in that dungeon or Africa. You know, we will bring our own traditional democracy, something that we started. We will bring it back, you know, in a modern style to guide all of us. That is what we are fighting for. We are not fighting so that tomorrow we will go and start doing the same thing again. No, we are fighting for a decent system, and we have already started it. It's not that we're waiting, you know, when Biafra come. We have already started it. We have, let's use the way we donate money as example. It goes in one central purse and it's now distributed. So there is nothing fake about it. And you have your receipt automatically in your email, you know. So there is nothing hidden about it. Nobody will say, oh, you've never paid money, you know, or you lost your receipt. Those things are not there anymore. That is a decent system, the system that works across board, you know. So it will minimize all this, what's it called, bribery, all this looting and all that. It will minimize it to 70%. The rest are criminal-minded ones that the government and the security people will follow head-on, just like you have FBI and all that following all this, you know. So the system is gonna work out for all of us. Security will be top-notch. Security will be village to village. You know your person in your village. You know everybody. You know. So anybody that mess up, you call the neighborhood and they pick the person up. Very simple. And they are making it as if to say, you can imagine a governor will build a road and you have to go and clap for a governor or local government because they build. What is their responsibility? You know, if not to give basic life, and this is what we're bringing: good hospital, good road, good water. You know, structured houses and environment. That is what we're bringing, and that is the reason why we are fighting. We're not fighting so that they will see us or know that, oh, my name is this. No, we are fighting what other people are already enjoying. We want those things because we deserve it too. Thank you, Jaja. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Brother Kama. Thank you for that wonderful submission. God bless you. I want to call on my brother Chuku Mereze. Chuku Mereze, please submit yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Jaja. Good morning, fellow Biafrans, great-minded, wonderful people, freedom lovers, those who know what it is to fight for their freedom. Thank you, Jaja, for this opportunity. Thank you to each and every one of you who's come out on this space. We don't get tired because we haven't gotten to our destination. But a day shall come where we all will meet on the street of Biafra and we will dance to the glory of Chukwokika Biama for giving us our freedom, for fighting through with us. Yes, one thing we see every day by day going on in that zoo is that the zoo is nosediving, and as the zoo continues to nosedive, we Biafrans continue to get uplifted. It's just like now we're just sitting there and watching a TV show of the zoo. Everything they do, they make mistake. They even have to go as far as bringing back the living dead to come and speak again. Does it mean that new leaders cannot be created in that zoo if it was actually a country? They still keep bringing on forefathers, ancestors, evil ones to come and talk. And that you shouldn't be surprised why you see what you see going on in the zoo. A country where you have a well-known, world-renowned terrorist speaking on their national TV. Yet, the so-called Nigerian citizens keep quiet. They are not saying anything. Tomorrow, when injustices are being melted on them, they want to complain. Why are they complaining when you allow injustice to breed? But as for we are out of that contraption. We are not Nigerians. They themselves know that we have left Nigeria systematically. They don't want to admit it, but they know we are out. So we are just waiting for the appointed time. Yes, being pioneered by our Prime Minister when he's going to declare Biafra. And in order for us to do that, we have to do what we all need to do. We have to give him the support. Yes, and we have to go out there and vote, preach the referendum to each and every one of us. We all have something to offer in one way or the other. Don't look at yourself like, what can I do? Yes, you can do something. Yeah, you can go out there, you can retweet everything. Excuse me. You can retweet everything our Prime Minister retweets. You can go out there, share the link to the referendum. You can go out there, talk to people about it to vote. You can go out there, speak to people about Biafra. Yes, sir. Support Biafra. And I want to call out on every people, every well-meaning Biafran, yes, sir, in the African region. Like you all know, the Prime Minister will be visiting you guys, I think, today. So please come out there massively, you understand? Come out there and show your support. Come out there and make our Prime Minister proud. Indeed. You know, being a leader in wartime is not an easy thing, most especially when the whole world is against you and you have to be the one to command the army of the people of conscience, just like we Biafrans. Yes, and it's not an easy thing. But with what the people that you are leading the war for are doing with the support and the appreciation they show, it can encourage you. Understand? That's why today you see that Biafran army are decimating the zoo army, because the people of the zoo don't even trust their military. They cannot even support. Ask them, okay, go and join the army and fight for the zoo. A lot of them will not go. Majority, in fact, almost all of them will not go because they know that the zoo is a scam. But when it comes to we Biafrans, you see our young men and women volunteering, you understand, because they know what it is to have freedom. So the least that you can do as a Biafran residing in the diaspora, most especially it is the turn of Africa today, is for you guys to come out there and show your support. Encourage our PM so that when he speaks to the military of Biafra and tell the armies, the angels guiding our land, tell them that the people really appreciate what you all are doing. Yes, and continue to push. Yes, sir. So you will see we'll continue to win this battle. Without the support of the people, we cannot get to where we are today. And also, I'm using this opportunity to call out to every well-meaning Biafra living in the United States. On Sunday, our prayer will be visiting. Please, 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 you all should come out. Each and every one of you should come out. We need to go back home. We need to safeguard where we can go back home. As you all can see, living in the United States too. Yes, sir. You see, one thing about Biafra, God has always put in us the power to see ahead, to be visionary people. I can tell you categorically that me, living in the United States, I can tell you in the next 10 years, this place will not be a conducive place for you. You as a foreigner, you understand, you might have all your papers, you might have the passport, you understand, but you will know that you're not actually from here when you go to fill out documents, because they have columns that differentiate the kind of person you are. So one thing I want to tell you, safeguard your own. It's very important. We was on a space yesterday. Even the boy, the our Jewish brother who was hosting the space, I picked up on what he said. He said he's a third generation Jewish immigrant in Britain. You know what is third generation? That means his grandparents were the first immigrants to Britain. Then his parents, then him. He's a third generation. So imagine that long lineage. And he said, if tomorrow something goes wrong in Britain, he will run back to Israel. If Israel wasn't declared in 1945, will he have somewhere to say he can run back to? So you as a Biafran, put that to yourself and ask yourself, with all these countries that we're residing, yes, developed world, free world, civilized world, these people are warmongers. These people have built arrays of enemies over time because of what they have done. A time will come whereby they will start to get the same treatment that they treat others. Look at America. America has invaded more than, after the Second World War, they have invaded so many countries, about 33 or so. There's never been a war in American soil. Don't you think that there are people planning things against America, or people that are so spiteful towards America? Yes, sir. So please, no place like your home. Let us safeguard our home so that we can go back home. And that's the more reason we need to hurry. We can see now Hamas is in Nigeria. Nobody know how many of them have been brought into Nigeria. But for you to see their national leader on TV, you can tell that they're in Nigeria. But anyway, we are not Nigerians. We are doing what we need to do. Everyone here is doing what they need to do. I want to encourage each and every one of us. Let us not stop. Understand? Let us not stop. No place like home. We need to get our home. We need to get our country. We need to deliver our country. We need to get our freedom. Thank you so much. I'm still kind of tired, just woke up, but I have to speak no matter what. Thank you so much, Jaja, for this opportunity. Thank to each and every one of us. And let's keep pushing. Don't stop. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother Chukwumereze. Thank you for that wonderful submission. And you know what? It's only somebody that you know, that you say, this person must be an innocent man that you will bring to hear what you have to say. Are you getting me? If somebody, two persons are having issues and you want to understand, you want to settle two people that are having dispute, not people that are deliberately, you know that these are troublemakers. Once you see troublemaker, even if you've not been the one that find trouble, since everybody have known them as a troublemaker, number one terrorist of the world. If you see them fighting, you just tell those people that you're fighting with. If you know what, just if you can beat him very well. Are you getting me? But Nigeria, because they are part and parcel of what is going on, that's why the terrorists are very free in their land. It's only in Nigeria that they recruit terrorists into the army. So why everybody is surprised about the Hamas is an agenda that have been ongoing for a very long time. Thank you so much for that wonderful submission. And I want to call Mazi Ani. Mazi Ani, if you are there, please unmute yourself. Ani Akolam, if you're there, unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Biafrans. Jaja gods. I salute you. Good afternoon, Anastasia and Sir Williams and Ugochukwu and Stella, Madam, Pastor Stella. I salute you all. Today, I want to start my submission with a Biafran war song, which says, Akwa niile kwara mana orugo Chineke ntị. Akwa niile kwara mana orugo Chineke ntị. Akpụkpọ ụkwụ ya onye ga-agbakpụ ụkwụ ya. So that's the war song says, the cry that Ojukwu cry have heard, God have heard the cry. And he says, the shoe that Ojukwu wear, who will wear the shoe again? The shirt, the clothes that Ojukwu wear, who again will wear the clothes? And when I listen to this song, I look at my people, Biafrans, the way they are tattered, and they have confidence in God. They're still producing these prophetic songs at that very time. Na akwa niile ọ kwara na Chineke, afụfụ niile ọ tara na Chineke anụgie, na mbọ niile ọ gbalụ, he used his father's wealth to fight for our freedom, the freedom of his people. He says, who will replace that Ojukwu? Who will replace him? And he said, Chukwu ga-enye anya. Onye ga-eyikwa akpụkpọ anya. Chose Chukwu ga-enye anya. Onye ga-eyi the uwe ya. Ha sị na Chukwu ga-enye anya. Now, I want to bring it closer to that song, that today, that song has come to fulfill. Because these people are crying that, seeing what Ojukwu passed through, they were crying. They were crying. Who will replace Ojukwu? And they say, God will bring him. Who will wear Ojukwu's sandal? God will bring him. And today, God have bring our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God have bring Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And remember, when these people are singing this song, they don't know that today will come. They never knew that this day will come. And Ojukwu himself, throughout his lifetime, Ojukwu is not happy because he did not fulfill his his agenda. He's not happy. But what can he do? And he continued prophesying that these people, if you don't treat them well, they will rise. And this is what is happening today. I must also tell all of us that what is better in this life is what you achieve, the good things. The people that you are people, what do you achieve for your people? Are you a betrayer? Are you a saboteur? So today, our leader sacrificed everything he has, including his life, including his mother, his parents, including his education, including his comfort. Oh my God. For me and you to be free. So the same thing with Prime Minister. I cannot continue mentioning, but we are all seeing what is happening. These people have written their name with golden pen, that from generation to generation, nobody will forget them. Just like Ojukwu, our eternal leader, nobody can forget their name. When I remember Philip Effiong, Simon, and those that fought during the Biafran War, in fact, when I remember them, in fact, I begin to cry within my mind. But today I am very, very confident and very, very happy that those songs that our people sang those days, that God have answered it, and we have seen Biafra. Biafra has come. Biafra has come. So let us continue the good work that we are doing, because God, our name, your name, Jaja God, your name, all the ministers of Biafra that help to actualize Biafra, those that put their money, those secretly, those that will show their face in any way that you fight for to make Biafra be free. God and Biafran land will never forget you forever and ever. So today I am very, very happy that yesterday and today, as a Biafran referendum is on top gear, I went out, because the other day I went out and I couldn't succeed. Those that I meet, in fact, they moralized me. I am very angry that very day. But yesterday and today, I am able to register 4 people. And I teach 2 people how to do it. And they promise me that they will go and make sure that they will continue to register people. So I am very, very happy. And as we see here that the referendum is on top gear, indeed, referendum is on top gear. There's no doubt about it, because those that want to stop it with the propaganda that the thing is going to the DSS, this thing. In fact, the referendum of Biafra is going very smoothly and is on top gear, honestly speaking, because there's no propaganda again. There's no people on Facebook, nothing, not even they themselves are voting secretly. So you can see that the social media is very, very calm, both Facebook and YouTube, and so on and so forth. So that is to tell you that many of them have been voting, and it continues to be so. One thing I like with this referendum is that our Prime Minister the way he put it, give enough time from February to October, a very enough time. So I am telling you that there will be, getting to the closing of this referendum, people will be rushing to make sure they vote. People who did not agree for now, getting to this, it will be a rushing hour. So Thank you. Continue to protect our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and also our Prime Minister and all the ministers that make sure that we gather here every time to discuss our issue, the issue that bothers us. So God allow all these things to be happen, most especially this Hamas leader. God allow this whole thing to be happening, and with reason, so that people will know what is going on. People who are blind will hear. People who are, everybody will know what is going on. This to let me know that this Hamas has been in Nigeria for long time, and nobody knows. We are calling herdsmen and bra 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 bra, not to know that the main people is on the ground. God exposed them, because there's no way the promise of God will never come to pass. The promise of God will come to pass. So I thank you people that stand all the time, day and night, without sleeping. Even yesterday in the night, still, Jaja God will still open this. I say, wow. Hey. So I thank you people. May God is your strength. God is your strength. The God of Biafra will never forget you. And all that you are doing, business, whatever that you are doing, God will bless you and protect all of us to see Biafra come this year. Thank you very much. And God also protects the men on the ground for the wonderful work that they are doing.
He said, thank you so much, my brother Mazianakon. Thank you for that wonderful submission. God bless you so much. Everyone is doing what he has to do to make sure that Biafra comes. I salute you from here. Sir Williams, if you are there, please, can you unmute yourself? Sir Williams, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? Chidosin, if you're there, unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Chidosin, we can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon, Biafra. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Jaja girls. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Also, take this opportunity to greet our mama here, Madam Stella. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone. We are pushing, and we are not going to stop. The way I analyze my own, this is when Elohim asks Noah to build an ark. There is a heavy rain is coming, flow to take the people out from the earth. So many people were arguing. Many people did not see it. This referendum is a heavy ark we are building. And I want to congratulate those that key in, those that believe in it. And I believe that people's eyes are start opening. I will tell you true. If you don't believe it before, believe it now. I have a friend who is in a zoo military and forces. There's something you told me. Say there are people they are voting. So people are voting secretly. So if you think that this thing is not true, is not working, you are just telling yourself a lie. So we are in already, and we are in this government already. So don't allow anything to push you aside or to convince you that the referendum is not free. It's very real. And we are going to the kingdom of Chukwubioma. The kingdom he promised us to come on earth. I remember what the great prophet said. He said, Biafra is the last miracle on earth. And many people will sleep in the zoo and wake up in Biafra land. So this is the great prophet that he has released unto us, and I believe that all of us shall see Biafra. No one will miss it, because Biafra is not something that we'll miss. It's not something that we'll miss. It's a kingdom of Chukwukobioma where we can worship Elohim truly. So I want to say very big thanks to everyone. Please also let me encourage our people in diaspora and the Biafra land here. Please, our communities, let's communicate to our people there. Let them know what we are doing. If they cannot, do it, those people that don't have Android, we have a way we can do it. We have our agents. You can send their information and their stuff for them to be voted, so that no one will be left aside. So I believe that Chukwukobioma will continue to protect us. Also, I want to say thanks to all forces, the Air Force, the Liberation Army, and Resistance Fighters. So I say, may Elohim continue to protect every one of us that are still pushing the movement. Thank you so much. Don't relent, don't sleep. Elohim is with us. Thank you, Jaja girls. And I say, may Elohim continue to strengthen you for the good work you are doing. Shalom and shalom to everyone.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for that, Chidosen, for that wonderful submission. We are going home. And those that you're not expecting that we fall back to what we are doing so every now and then. And please, my brother, Sir Williams, if you're there now, can you unmute yourself? Sir Williams, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? I hope I'm coming out, right?
Yes, you are coming out. I'm hearing you.
Okay. So what are we telling our people? What are we saying? What we are saying is that we are not fighting our maze. We are not just fighting because we want to fight. We are fighting because we have something to offer to our people. We are fighting because we want to offer them what they have never experienced before. And that thing they have never experienced before is freedom. They have never had freedom before. And we want to bring that very freedom to their doorstep. That is why we are fighting. We are not just fighting because we want to fight. Just like what I posted on the Jumbotron. Look at it, some of those people there, they are fighting just because they see people fighting. Or maybe they have to fight. But the reason why they are fighting is what if you ask him in few details, do you really understand why you've been asked, compelled to fight the Biafrans? Just like he's complaining in this viral video that the cameraman, the jihadist cameraman, have to shut the camera before him because he's trying to voice out. He said that they are compelling me to do something. They are compelling me. This is what they have been compelling him to do something since for more than 60-something years. And Gowon, an old man, is today now that he's frowning at the compelling of the jihadist caliphate. It's just this night that he's frowning at the compelling of the Fulani caliphate to do what is not his will. Because the genocide that happened in land, and we must have to do what? To talk about France. We are not fighting like those that fought France. At the end of the day, they don't have anything to show for it. You know, Buhari, before he died, I would say Buhari died out of frustration because he will look back 1970, 1970 and he will see the effort that they put in place, and he will look now and see what is happening, that these Biafrans are still the talk of the day. Out of frustration, he just gave up the ghost, honestly. That is what I think that happened. But we Biafrans are still here. We don't fight because we want to fight. We fight for a reason and for a purpose. And that purpose is for Biafra freedom. That purpose is to secure the future of our children. That purpose is to make sure. So I salute each and every one of you, Biafrans, men and women of goodwill. Continue doing the work that you're doing, and Elohim will bless you in no time. I might not stay very long or continue on this conversation. If there's anybody that wants to speak, should come up. I'm very strong. I'm having kata. So please, as we are, and God will bless you. Elohim will bless you. God of our land will bless you. Yes, the Chikuki Kabiama will bless you. Your call. So I salute each and every one of you. Let's join forces together and fight. We are fighting a just cause. That is the message. Thank you so much. Kama Israel, you have the mic again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jaja. Thank you for the good work. We are in it together. This is our fight. It's not meant for one person, it's for us together because we are fighting for a just cause. We are not the one that started this fight, but we have come to the realization that there are mistakes and we need to correct those mistakes and then do things in a different way. And I believe that's where we are at the moment. And we've corrected those things and we are working with speed to make sure that we don't give enemy any chance until we get to our destination. What we're doing is something that require a lot of effort. But Chukwuka Biama, in his infinite mercy, is also helping us. Just like the Bible said that one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. This is exactly what is happening with the fight of Biafra at the moment. The little effort we are putting in, God is multiplying it, and we are seeing the results on daily basis. Because we know that we deserve to be free. It's our right, and there is no other person that will do it for us except we. And we are doing it now. We are not apologetic to anybody about this fight. Of course, we will have people, enemies around, people that, on the other side, in terms of opposition and all that. But it doesn't matter. They are just few. And we should not even allow them to distract us. We will keep pushing, keep working hard, keep doing what we're doing. Every step matters in this fight. Every step. We should not allow any stone unturned. We have to do everything, use every means to get what we want. And not only getting what we want, to block every other access, whereby in the future something will emanate. So we have to fight with our two hands, not just only with our two hands. We fight with our eyes open. We fight head on with our shoulder, with our chest out. We are not going to give anybody any chance to undermine what we are doing, because we know that we are very, very close. Musa will continue to cry. Nigeria will continue to go down. And it's as a result of what we are doing that Nigeria is going down day by day. Of course, Nigeria has to go down so that Biafra will rise. If Nigeria don't go down, we will keep fighting them, all the time. But if they go down and we go up, it will be hard for them to fight us again. So let's keep doing doing what we are doing at the moment that is making them to cry, that is making them to shout? Why are they keeping quiet? Why are they not talking? Why are they not protesting? Why are they not saying anything? We will keep doing that and let them keep lamenting. Let them keep shouting. Let them keep coming out. Let them keep making those mistakes that they are making. Let all this, their enablers, keep coming out so that we will know all of them. Or we will know all of them, will mark them, put their list, in one corner. When we get Biafra, we will not give room to those people because they have done a lot of damage against our people. A lot of them, a lot of damage they have done against our people. Let me go straight to the topic. Our fight, is a fight for a better tomorrow. Our fight is to lay a foundation of millions of years to come, just like Europe today. You come in, you see structure of 100, 2,000, 1,000 years still standing. These are the things we want to do in our own land. Give legacy to generation upon generation to come. This is what we want to do. We don't want to be slave to any country any longer. We want our people to come home. Those that will come, even if you still decide, because it's not everybody that will relocate straight away to Biafra. If you decide to stay abroad, then you know that you also have a home in case anything happens. This is why we are fighting. What do you fight to offer? We are fighting to offer a better hospital, to our people. Health centers, when someone is sick, he can go to a clean health center because cleanliness is closer to godliness, So when you have a facility that is well designed and well decorated, when you enter that place, then you feel even better. But when you have an environment that is littered with rubbish, obviously, it will also cause more sickness on you. So these are the reason why we are fighting for a better environment, a cleaner environment, a nice smelling environment. This is the reason why we are fighting. Look at the way they build gutters, all over in that dungeon. They are not giving us what we deserve. So we want to be the one doing it by ourselves and build it to the best. Singapore and Nigeria started the same thing. If you see this country and you will be like, what is going on? So we don't want these people anymore because they are fighting to destroy innovation. Why we are fighting to bring innovation? So we don't want them. We don't want them around us. We don't want to be anything with them. If we're going to be neighbor tomorrow, it will be with condition. If not, let them remain where they are. We know our neighbors. We know the people we can relate with. We know the countries we can relate with. With agreement, not people imposing things on us. We must do it this way. We must do it the other way. Enough is enough. And this is the reason why we are fighting to offer our people better environment, better hospital, good road. You can imagine accidents. When it comes to December, people are already praying and shouting, I cover the road with the blood of Jesus. Why are you covering the road? If you cover it, then, with the blood, then how are we going to match it again? We don't need that. We need a better road, a good road. Then we set laws that will be guiding those roads, the speed limit and all that. This is what other people do, not praying, for something that you're supposed to have. This is the reason why we are fighting to have the best road in Biafra land. You can imagine people in the rural area. They will farm and they will not have roads to bring it out. We don't want that anymore. This is the reason why we are fighting. We are fighting to have sane people looking after our government, our becoming our ministers, good people, not just 419ers, always being stomach infrastructures. All they know is about their stomach. They don't have any interest in the people. They no dignity at all. They are the one governing you by force, by fire. This is what we don't want. We want good governance in our own land. Good people, in the affair of Biafra. This is what we are fighting for. We are also fighting for security. Security is everything, security of life, security of property, security of economy. These are the things we are fighting, to get it closer to everyone. You don't want Musa to be the minister of police in your land. You don't want to Ahmed, as the minister of police in your own land. You need indigenous people, local, to be the one looking after the affair of your people. That is how it's been done in every other country. So these are the things they purposely, did to our people, so that they will think that we will not rise again. Foul. Here we are today, and we know that Biafra is already here. It's just for us to push, to do what we can do to make sure that we go to our Biafra and start building Biafra. I'm so excited, I'm so happy, because I know that Biafra is here. And I can see the vision, the pictures, I can see the kind of high risings, in Biafra land, the way I see it other places. This is the way I'm seeing it in Biafra land, Thank you so much, our Ebo Jaja and everyone. I want to encourage people that are always coming to join us here. And you, sometimes you prefer to listen rather than to say something. Some of us did not just started and then we started speaking. Everything is about learning. Don't see yourself that you cannot speak. Anytime you come on space, raise your hand. Even if there is no other thing, greet the people that are here. Say hello. You don't have to speak it in English. You can speak broken. It's all part of our language. Don't be just a listener. Let's hear your voice. Let's hear your voice. Let's hear that your idea. Because some things you will say will encourage somebody. Some things you will say will be the things that we will use to do something great. We need your own idea, your own input. Don't just be a listener. Even if you don't have time, you can just spare 1 minute. If you're working, you can go to toilet, just 1 minute, and say hello to everyone, so that it won't be the same people that will be talking every day. We want new people. We want to see new people. Jaja is also a family man. Jaja has a job, So if Jaja is not here, somebody else can also take the space and continue. That is the way it works. So don't keep quiet. Don't just keep your talent for yourself. We need it now like never before. something, speak, encourage other people. We are all in it together. We are all in it together. Let's work together. Let's do it together, and we will get to our destination very, very soon. The time will come. We don't need everybody to come and speak. You know, the people that want to work in media will be in media. Those that want to work in other ministry will go into that ministry, and they start doing what they know how to do best. But at the moment, we need people that are on social media to always do something. Don't just be, you know, what they say, I'm part of the group, but I don't participate. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jaja. I appreciate you for the opportunity to also speak again. I leave my mic here.
Thank you so much, my brother Kama. Thank you. Every hand is needed on deck. And as you're coming, come with your Biafra sense of reasoning. God bless you, my brother. Ekweme, are you there? If you're there, unmute yourself.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Jaja, my brother, I'm grateful. I am very, very happy for what God is using you to do in this particular time. I want to thank every Biafra media warriors that are here. I want to thank our Prime Minister. I want to appreciate him so much in the midst of the little that God has put in his hand. He could be able to do much that everybody, the whole world is seeing the result of his achievement in this struggle. I want to pray that God Almighty continue to shower him with wisdom, knowledge, and better understanding. I want to pray that God continue to protect him and shield him away from the arrows of the wicked ones, the enemy. The enemy will not see him. And we together, we shall sing the joyful song of freedom. The day Biafra will be restored. And we are looking forward to that day. It's very, very approaching, very, very fast approaching. So I want to thank every one of us, and I encourage every one of us not to take our eyes off from the sun, the rising sun. Very shortly, the sun is going to shine brighter and brighter. Yes, this is our hope, and this is our joy. So I want to comment on the topic that we are discussing this afternoon. I am speaking from Abuja, the zoo capital. Why we are fighting is very clear. We are fighting because, number one, for the freedom of our people. It is only somebody who is free that can pursue business. It's only somebody who is free that can pursue education. It's only somebody who is free that can engage in any meaningful thing that will better his or her life. Somebody who is in prison can't achieve anything because your time is limited. Your life is even in danger. So we are fighting for our freedom. Freedom in its sense of it, in the sense of it, or at completely as in a whole. We don't want to be in an environment where our lives are being hunted down like that of animal in the forest. No, 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 no. This is why we are fighting, and we'll continue to fight with everything in us until the very day that the Biafra will be declared and completely and totally restored. We are fighting for our education. We don't want our education that, you know, the Islamic nation will come and dictate to us where to go, what to study and what not to study. in Nigeria, there is no history. There is nothing like history as a subject, both primary and secondary. No more. While I was in DMGS, I studied, I had a history as a subject. I did it as a subject in DMGS Onitsha. Today, no more. Today in Abuja, primary schools in Abuja, my children are forced to learn Hausa as a language by force. Today in Abuja, quantitative reasoning textbook, mathematics textbook, there is a Arabic numerals there, forced on the children to study by force. Is that the kind of education you want my children to partake of? No, it's not possible. It's not possible. So we are fighting for better education. We are fighting for good governance, for true and meaningful democracy, not democracy of stomach infrastructure. No. True democracy that the people on the ground will see the dividend. It will be glaring. Good roads, steady power supply, water, good education, good health sector, good agriculture, good aviation sector, good tourism sector. These are what we are fighting for. If you see the direction our prime minister is going, you will know that that man is a man full with wisdom, with little, very slim resources that is in his control. See what he the kind of result, tangible result that you can feel that he has been able to achieve, and he's still pushing further for more great achievement to make sure that Biafra is restored. So we must give him that support. If you don't have money to support, you have your prayers. If you don't have your prayer, just like my brother Kamal have just said, don't take back seat to say, after all, what will I say? If I say, what will I say that they will take? Nobody has the monopoly of wisdom. What you think that might not be meaningful might be useful to somebody listening. So you don't take back seat. This is the time. This is, if I can call in the capital of Zoo and contributing, how much more some of us that are out there in overseas, you cannot contribute in what we are doing. You cannot speak your mind. You cannot put in your advice or encouragement, or what you think that we will do that will bring the solution that will set our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free, or that will bring a good tangible solution in what we are doing. No, you have something to add. So these are what we are fighting for. Freedom of speech. We are fighting for freedom of speech, freedom of worship. These are the things we are fighting for. These are the things we are fighting for. The vice president of Nigeria, Shetima, one time ago, a terrorist, Kabiru Sokoto, who bombed Madala, was found in his house. And up till now, no government security agencies has called him. Even before he became president, vice president, nobody called him to ask him questions. You don't even dare to ask him questions. Few weeks ago, just last week, just this week, we are all seeing in the channel television, Nigeria welcoming Hamas leader, giving him a platform to come and speak. These are what we are fighting for. We are fighting to free ourselves from slavery, human slavery. Not just to get Biafra alone, but to be free from slavery, human slavery, in all ramifications. We must be free and lead from the front so that we will be able to liberate all Africans and all black race across the world. This is what we are fighting for. We are not just fighting to be free alone. No, we are fighting because we know that when we are free as a nation, as a people, as a race, we'll be able to lead from the front and grant other people that have been subjected to inhuman kind of treatment, to be able to set them free. It is you and I that will do it. To the glory of God Almighty in heaven, God has made you and I to be alive in this present time, to be able to be a partaker, not just I'm not an onlooker, I'm not a spectator. I am a partaker. That's why we are here together. And we must fight together until we get that which God has destined for us to get. And that thing is what? Restoration of the nation of Biafra. It's a divine mandate. It must be actualized. And before it will be actualized, you and I must participate actively in everything that we are doing to make sure that Biafra is restored. So I want to encourage all of us. I want to encourage every one of us. Don't lose hope. It doesn't matter the propaganda going on in the social media, going on in the conventional media, going on everywhere. It doesn't matter. We are focused. Our eyes is on that rising sun. That sun must shine in our own time. In our land, it must shine. John chapter 1 and verse 5, the Bible says, the light shines in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not. That light is that light, that sun is that light that you see on that black part of the flag of the United Nations of Biafra. That is that sun. And no demon, no devil, no human anywhere that can quench that light, because God himself is sun, and God has made us in his own image, after his likeness. We are the true children of God. So we are not slacking. We are not giving any inch of any space of our territory to any devil, to any terrorist. It is not done anywhere. It is rather we all perish than to give our land an inch to terrorists. It cannot happen. Cannot happen. And God will not allow it to happen. But God has given us everything that we require to make it a reality. That's why we are in this platform. That's why we are fighting. So I want to thank you, the coordinator, Mr. Jaja. God bless you for gathering us together. I so much appreciate you. And every one of us, come out, well done, not so. I can see everybody. Please keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Ekweme, thank you for that wonderful submission. It is an abomination to see Biafra land being given to the terrorist. And I want to ask, I'm sending Stella a message, but the thing is not allowing me. Stella, if you're there, if you have another space that will be coming up, or any other Biafran that have any other space that will be coming up, I'll be drawing the curtain here. I'm very strong and my battery is already down. Let me see if I can refresh against evening to journey with our Prime Minister. So Stella, if you'll be having another space, once this one is done, okay, you bring it up, please. I salute each and every one of you, Biafrans. I'll be giving an extra, my co-host, my online co-host, please, can you give us your closing remark if you're there? Is he there? The co-host, are you there? Are you sleeping? Okay. Mazinos, are you there? Can you give us a closing remark? Just in 2 minutes. Am I coming out? Okay, Kama, thank you. So, Biafrans, I want to thank each and every one of you, men and women of goodwill, Tochi, you're welcome. And our own minister, Tunghamwaya, you're welcome.
Sorry, Mazi Jaja, did you call me?
Yes, were you sleeping?
I'm working, I'm busy. I was listening. My closing remark,
Okay,
right? Are you
just
rounding up?
coming.
Can I go ahead?
Yes,
Okay.
And right now, you can go ahead after you, then Ogochukwu will go, then
Oh,
we'll
thank
begin
you, thank
to
you,
draw the
thank you.
curtain.
So please, Biafrans, there is nothing much. The only thing is that the way forward is for you to vote for your referendum. And you know, as we all know, we are all doing everything possible for our land not to be taken by these terrorists. No matter what, our eyes still remain focused on the sun. Today, our Prime Minister will be visiting us in our homeland, and make sure we are all prepared to welcome our Prime Minister. Try to endeavor to be on that space, especially most of us that will be most of us that are in Biafra land. I want you to come up, so join our Prime Minister tonight, so that you will be able to, communicate and ask those questions, those things that you like to know, that you have been asking. Please, important questions. It's very, very important that we join our Prime Minister tonight. So, Biafran's referendum. So our referendum is all we have. And our support for our Biafran Liberation Army is very, very important. Our BLT tax, if you are not be able to be joining on Saturdays, make sure you pay your BLT tax. The minimum amount there weekly is $5. So please, let's try to continue to put our hands on deck to make sure our goals are achieved. Remember, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is paying the ultimate sacrifice. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Ekpa, has sacrificed everything he had just for us to be free, just for us to live like humans, and for us to have our own dignity and our land to be restored. So please, let's do whatever we can to support. Those of you try to assist many of those who are not so conversant concerning the registration or the voting. There are numbers out there. So try to do something and let's get it done. Thank you very much, Mazi Jaja. I've been busy anyway. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless each and every one of us who have contributed since. Thank you very much. I hit my mark.
Thank you so much, my brother Musa. Very, very important. Go and do the needful. That is the only reason why we are still fighting. If we don't have what it takes to fight, that means the enemy will run us over. But keeping the armory on fire will distance the enemy from our land. So, Mazi Ugochukwu, my brother, you have the mic.
Yeah, thank you, Judge. Thank you so much. And sorry, guys, that I came in late. I've been around, but you know, Wokonife, if it's in the but they say Wokonife. I've been around and up and down here and there, but listening. I just want to salute you, Jaja. I salute each and every one of you, and I salute see some of my brothers that is a new face here. Maybe they have been around, but see as a new speaker. It's very good that all of you are coming up and doing the needful. I salute our PM who will be touring Africa today and our great leader Mazin Nandekano. And I salute our Biafra Defense Force. I salute you all. I greet you all and I greet our ministers here, Otuma Mwanya, and the rest of the people here. I salute each and every one of you. You know, one of the reasons why I pick up the mic is tomorrow is a fundraising. Please, you know, this is what we need to do. Is the key points above all is the support of the Liberation Army, the support of our defense, because we don't have any other priority right now. Is our defense force. You can see that the dead man walking, called go on, have the guts to come and mock his dead body, and his generation. Some are, you know, they called our fathers rebel territory as he's dying, even sitting down dying. Well, my sorry is for his children and his grandchildren, because I wish they would kind of open their eyes and know the type of mind of most of us, the Biafran generation, have right now. I will not say anything, but I believe that I'm not the only one who have this type of mindset. Our military our military are professionals, yeah, but there are Biafrans that this idiot vagabond touched their life in a very wrong way that we never forgive them. So I was thinking that he's silent, at least he's maybe smoring for what he did.
But I didn't know that his children and his grandchildren, they don't know how to give advice on old food. Well, let's keep going. And for those that are bragging that that they will revenge for those terrorists they bring out from their camp, label prison, send them to Biafra land with armor tanks, and you want to revenge. Well, I have nothing to say because I could remember 4 years ago, Shetima and the Kule say that they will strangle Biafran people. At the end of the day, Lagos will be the capital of excellency, and the Biafran people shall go home and drink their oil. Come 2024, he's crying that well, he made mention of the people that lose the election, those our brothers, those lost souls. They are the ones destroying the economy because he cannot, all those, so when you look at everything, you know that these are lunatic. Then they come and talk about right now that Biafrans has waking up from all over the whole world, including our brothers who are not fully Biafran, half part of the whole world. They are all awake. So I'm just wondering what people that cannot fix ordinary economy, of people that cannot even give hospital water to their people. Some bunch of idiots, the only thing they know is to loot money to go and pack it in someone's country. Then you want to challenge men and women that is contributing to develop one of the best developed worlds in this planet Earth. So I'm just sorry for those related to those monkeys. And secondly, they call themselves elite. They use word elite. And this idiot does not know the meaning of elite. They use all kind of big words. And that brought me yesterday night when Jaja was co-hosting with the brother Mickey, the brother Mickey, with one charlatan. You know, the problem of those that call themselves Nigeria, they are the most useless people I've ever seen in this planet Earth. They were discussing about Hamas being in one particular place one particular entity called Nigeria. And you see that the Biafrans are all over the whole place. Some hours they have been waiting for a Nigerian. Two people use Igbo name or call themselves, one person use Igbo name to come up and say that he's in Nigeria. What does that tell you? A wanted terrorist is in your place. A wanted terrorist is in your place. You understand? A terrorist is in that place, and you have the God to stay in that panel and say that you are representing that particular people who are hosting terrorists. Is that not? Can someone imagine such a thing? And you are there, give proudly that I'm gonna speak because he is presenting. I'm gonna speak 30 minutes before the end of the time. He's representing. He's proudly representing a terrorist state, and the people that is harboring a wanted terrorist by every reasonable country around the world. So when I look at such a buffoon who don't even know, because every reasonable person there, everybody that terrorist has harmed his family, will be thinking, you are representing this particular entity who gave his platform to a wanted terrorist. So what do you think he's doing? He is just putting his life in danger, because if you are being close to a very special squad that terrorists have one way or the other harmed his family, you are gone. That is what makes a zoological republic of animal citizen senseless. And with the part what I'm just explaining right now, he's too dumb to understand what I'm talking about right now. Even that yesterday, I don't want to talk about it because I was just like, this is a moron. Because anybody that is a marine or any special squad, that anybody that has this, terrorists have dealt with, knowing that your own country you represent is shading wanted man, you are gone. But a monkey does not know that. A monkey doesn't know that. Of course, it's monkey and senseless. So my point here, it doesn't matter what they think, and those that yabbing about, negatively about Biafra, that is their own cup of tea. You don't care, because the number is even numerous. They were yabbing, a government is said. They were yabbing a military, one of the best military setup. They were yabbing de facto government is set. They were yabbing great men and women all over the whole world has bought an idea of our prime minister and our great leader Mazen Nanikan. So they are irrelevant. So the most important thing right now, I'm still calling that wonderful 50,000 men all over the world is tomorrow. Just make that $50. It's gonna push us somewhere. It's just Ogenta, if you know, before the declaration of Biafra. And I strongly believe that PM should go ahead and declare Biafra. Let us see the country that will say he's not gonna support, and then you have to give us reasons. And before then, if you're gonna say that you don't support Biafra, give us reason right now so that we can question you and know so we can be able to know your reasons. And I strongly believe that no reasonable person around the world will be able to, support a kidnapping center, the most fraudulent scammers, the terrorist center where they have where the safe haven for all the terrorists. Judge, I know you will be going soon, so I just want to call it there so we can join on that space that will come up. I salute each and every one of you, and my brothers, it's tomorrow. Do your whatever you can do. If you don't have the time, you want to join the 50,000 men for $50, just put 200 for the whole month so that you don't disturb yourself. And what you want to do by yourself, do it. If you have 10,000, put it there. It's gonna be useful and you will be remembered. We have one of the best intelligence leaders in the Biafran government. Whatever you are doing, they are seeing it. And you don't just talk and do it because they are seeing it. Your email is telling you this course. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother Ugochukwu, for that wonderful submission. Everything is needed now to fund our freedom. Thank you so much. We have Stella, you've gone back to eat. Okay, Chinwe, we can see you. Chinwe, can you unmute yourself? My sister, unmute yourself and make your submission before we draw the
Good
curtain.
morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning from here, friends of Biafran, lovers of freedom. Good morning. I just come in just to let us know to keep on voting for our self-referendum and keep on voting and helping people at home, energizing them, providing them with data, you know what it is, to vote, and so that we can get more than 20 million votes. And again, to remind us that the war is still going on in our land, that we should go to the website and donate. We need to replace their weapon. We need to replace the granite that they are using so that the criminals and the terrorists will not overwhelm us and take over. So I need to remind us, we don't need to wait tomorrow. We can do that right now while listening to the space. You can get on your phone while listening and log into ipobusa.com/donate. Or you can Zelle, or anyhow, we have different ways of donating. So, and I need to tell our people to please to remind us that we need granite. So our army, they are doing the needful. They are trying. We will need money to fund them so they can do the needful. Thank you, Biafrans. I'm at work. I just need to squish in this right now, and I'm listening. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jaja. Thank you, Nanso Gochuku. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you, Chumamanya. Jedi Wak. Get why? Thank you, Stella, my sister. May everybody have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you, Chinwe.
Mazi
Thank
Jaja,
you,
hold on,
everyone.
please. Oh, Sister Chinwe, you have been scared, so I hope you are okay.
I'm okay. It's just my work schedule. You know, sometimes they won't let you squeeze in something.
All right.
Now. Yeah, right now your sister is in the bathroom squeezing in these words.
It is well. It is well. God bless you. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mazi Jaja. Thank you.
Well, we have come to the end of this episode, and look forward to the next episode that will be coming up from one of the comrades, because it is a duty that have called that we must have to set the record very straight, and the narrative of yesterday must be corrected by us. The narrative of the last generation of the Biafrans, the narrative that was used against them to kill over 6 million children, that we, this generation, will correct it. And that is the job we will do without looking at anybody's face, not even when we're not comfortable or whatever. It doesn't really matter. What that matters is that this gospel must be preached. So I thank each and every one of you that are always there. Remain focused and your eyes on the ball. And Elohim Chukwu Kabiama will bless you. And don't forget, this evening is another tour to Africa. God bless you so much, dear friends. The sun is rising. See you on the other space.